Behind a pack spearheaded by Rendell and Probyn, a hard-grafting back five, an array of international talent throughout the entire back division. Rob Andrew, of course, fresh from England trial.
International referee Colin High of the Manchester Society, 46-year-old who had charge of Wales, USA earlier this season and Japan, New Zealand. Dry ground, but a strong wind blowing sort of diagonally across the pitch behind the Harlequins in the first half. Wasps, the All Blacks, with the gold trim. The ball, you can see, held high in the wind from Stringer's start, and the Harlequins scrummage back. So many questions to be answered here about whether or not the Harlequin front row, Curtis Oliver Mullins, will cope with the two England props of last Saturday, Paul Rendell, Jeff Probyn and Alan Simmons between them. Scrum half is Richard Moon. So Colin High trying to steady that scrummage. Always difficult for a scrum half on the foot in the crowd, anxious to get at him. And it's away to Harriman. Tackle was by Andrew. The pick up by Jamie Salmon. And the ball off the ground, and it's a Wasps penalty. But the strong wind, remember, and so Andrew goes for touch. Simmons throw. Vinegar at the front, O'Leary in the middle. Van Heerden, the South African, in possession. Harlequin ball. There he is, number 5. Late replacement for Paul Ackford, player who represented the South African Barbarians against the Lions back in 1980. Hermanus Jacobus Nicholas Van Heerden. Richard Moon, hounded by Bates. Thompson extricated him from that little bit of trouble. Stringer now in trouble for Wasps. Harlequin pack pile over, and the ball emerges, the whistle already gone. Pretty ferocious effort that by Harlequins. .25-year-old Richard Moon. Away to Thompson. The referee not happy with the Wasp front row and has penalised them. Salmon then. Has he hooked it too far? Yes. No, it's through. I thought it had gone just the wrong side. It actually kept in. And Harlequins, through Jamie Salmon, take the lead with 9 minutes played, and Salmon takes his tally in the cup to 38 points. Stringer's restart. Van Heerden couldn't hold it. Bit of extra effort from Dirk Williams. Rendell there, number 1. Simmons, Probyn, forming up for the set piece just outside the Quins 22. Jamoon, England B international, under 23 cap as well. On the tap signal. Channeled by Langhorne. Thompson in his own 22. Well, a man with the reputation of not being able to kick, and one of the reasons why they play him at fly half is they guarantee that he'll have to pass it. Bates waits. Deflection by Van Heerden, taken in by Williams, surrounded by a posse of black jerseys. Step over, but the ball not coming back. Tremendous commitment here, quite torrid up front.
Come on, Andy! Herman! Herman! And away!
Wasn't straight. Free kick to Harlequins. Probably get a good view of that. Moon takes it quickly to Olver, to Van Heerden. And they're offside, are Wasps. And Olver instantly points to the post to summon Salmon. So Salmon's third effort, successful with one of his previous two. That looks better. Fine. 6-0, quarter of an hour gone. And Salmon's 2 penalties take his cup run tally up to 41 points. And a useful buffer, but bear in mind throughout these first 40 minutes that the wind is a significant factor and it's favouring Harlequins this first half. Stringer. Van Heerden's call. Diving through, Pinniger, Bates, Andrew. Lazowski's missed out, straight to Sims. This is Simon Smith, trying to cut inside Hunter. Down by a host of multicoloured jerseys, but it's Andrew popping it up again. And a little chip through by Lazowski is out on the full. Ten metres outside Quinn's 22. Olver's throw. Taken by Williams. Moon trying to dig it out. Away to Thompson. Sliced it. Falls as a cross kick to Bailey. A chance for the counter-attack inside Harriman. Held by Carling. Sims in support. Salmon tries to pop it up, but it's untidy play on the retreat. But the referee has given the scrummage. Moon, that's well placed. Tricky ball for Bailey. Cambridge Don, Gonville and Keys College. Wasps are penalised. Gone over on the wrong side. Olver quickly. Mullins setting it up. Thompson. Salmon cuts inside Andrew. Switches direction. Trying to set up Harriman. Bailey covering. Inside the 22. Charged down by Harriman. It's a race with Stringer. Harriman's there, but knocks on as he tries to pick up. Thrown forward. Well, a good run by Andy Harriman, the former Cambridge Blue. Did everything but gather the final pass or pick up. Still held in by Harlequins, but their second surge didn't happen. Thompson, Carling, Thompson, Salmon, beautiful try. Well, that was lovely back play by Harlequins midfield, with Thompson under real pressure because the Quins scrummage was almost in retreat as it came out, but he ducked the tackle, then looped round on Will Carling, who made the initial half break and fed through, and then Salmon changed the whole angle of his run to cut across the cover of the Wasps. And here is Salmon attempting to convert the try. Beautifully judged. 12 points for Harlequins, 12 for Jamie Salmon. And Marcus Rose on the Harlequins bench, looking well pleased. England fullback, of course, and Tim Bell looking notably pleased as well. Tidy ball on Harlequins 22. Bates. Ellison, Bates, Andrew, Sims, Lazowski on the scissors, trying to get it away in the tackle, but it's not to hand. There's Langhorne diving in, well away by Bates again. Lazowski running out of space. Tight cover. Simon Hunter was the man with the last tackle. Get the loose ball, they get the penalty. And Harlequins again just prepared to lie over it and kill it. Referee Colin Hyle have none of it. So Pegler calls up Stringer. Well, chances have gone begging for Wasps in difficult circumstances, one has to add. It's almost impossible to gauge the wind here. But this time he gets it right. And Wasps get points on the board, and that will lift the home side, certainly has the home crowd. So another international fullback, or centre or fly half, Hugh Davis on the Wasps bench. And getting fairly ferocious. Tempers need to be calmed a little. And half-time it is, and that still leaves this match very much in the balance. 9 points they lead by, but it's a gale behind Wasps in the second half. Well, it's good to know that up in that clubhouse is the luckless England captain Nigel Melville, on crutches and in good spirits, but of course viewing the game with mixed feelings as his side trail by 9 points on the restart. Harlequins not releasing, concede a penalty. So the tide could well turn here. It's close, but it's the right side. 12-6. That wind already beginning to make all the difference. Not able to hold. Disappointed. Front of the City of London School, Oxford Poly. Strong scrummaging by Wasps. Ellison with the pick-up, Rose in support. Wedge forms, halfway line. And a bit of a dust-up carries on with Van Heerden and Rose in an individual fray. And Van Heerden was the man penalised. As a result, John Olver pulls over the Harlequin second row. So Stringer continuing to bid to make amends for earlier misses against the wind now. Going for a hat-trick of penalties to put Wasps within 3 points if he gets it. That's good. Fine kick. Stringer's third penalty, 12-9. Harlequins lead cut to 3. Out to Ellison, Bates. Hunter tried to juggle with it. Kicked on by Rose. Salmon covering, should be there in time with Harriman. But this is a devilish wind and hard to play against. Ellison didn't work. Moon rescues. Gets the pass away to Thompson. Rose was in. Thompson still has possession. Well, it's possibly a very costly penalty here. Nick Stringer has the chance to level the scores. Yes, I think it's made it. They're level. Less than 9 minutes to go. And where's your money now? If it stays level, it's extra time, 10 minutes each way. But there's about 8 minutes to go, so there could well be a decisive score before then. Deflected by Edwards. Moon overran. Pops it away to Thompson. Neatly flicked. This is Thompson. Still running. Taken on by Edwards. It could be a score. He's made it in the corner. And Harlequins' determination to run pays off at a vital moment. Adrian Thompson, the man who doesn't like to kick, loves to run, and exploited the narrow side so well, with Neil Edwards in good support, and this powerful young man of 17 stone unstoppable from that range. It could be the score that takes Harlequins through, but there's still 5 minutes or so remaining. It's only 16 points to 12. Moon, as Wasps put in a mighty heave. Thompson doesn't like to kick, as I said. Harriman on the outside. And pinning Wasps back to their own line and showing that touch of adventure again, which has been instrumental in their rewards in this second half of the season. 1 minute plus injury time. There's Andy Harriman. Good effort then. It's Harlequins' throw. Remember, Wasps need to score at least to try. So they'll run everything. Wazowski, Sims, Simon Smith, Thresher waits. Nasty bounce. Harriman covers from the right. Still Harriman, finally brought to ground. A penalty for not getting away from the ball. Andy Harriman, could this be the last chance as we move into injury time? 16-12. Wasps on the tap penalty. Wazowski to Pegler. Rose held up. This is Pinniger, the link man to Sims. Danger here. Sims, little chip through. Chase by Bailey brings the try dramatically in the last moment of the game. Mark Bailey, after that superb placed ball through by Kevin Sims. So the final drama is yet to be played out. This could take Wasps to the final again. The kick of a lifetime. It's a good effort, but it's gone wide, and it looks like extra time's on the cards now. Referee Colin High, in fact, blows the whistle for the end of the second half, and we're destined for 10 minutes each way. What a dramatic finale to the normal period of time. No score in the first period of extra time. Let's rejoin it then. Wasps turning around now with the gale behind them. A chance for Wasps. Andrew thinks about the long drop goal. Kevin Sims trying to force an opening with the dummy. Harlequins in possession. It's that man Williams again. He's got some energy. Salmon, that's a sensible move. 15 seconds to go and a few seconds maybe of injury time. Stringer in bother as Hunter came in, but Smith runs away. Tackle attempt by Salmon. O'Leary Desperation stakes now for Wasps, back from Pinniger, but they're not all over yet as we move into injury time. Stringer, Harriman regathers, a crucial interception that. Harriman against Ellison, this could settle it for certain. Harriman, can he make it to the line? Ellison's brave effort, right on the Wasps' line. The ball still loose, and Moon has the ball. Harlequins have made the final for certain. The jubilation unbounded, and the players sink to their feet or leap in the air depending on the colours you look at. John Olver, the captain, with that characteristic toothless grin, salutes the crowd, and Moon snatched on the loose ball, and dare I say, is over it.
Well, that was pretty exhausting just watching. The Quins then safely through for the first time to the final. To meet whom? Well, at the Readings, it was Moseley against Bristol. Bristol, the centenarians, Moseley, the side that put out Bath. Hello, welcome along. And here we are, the end of the road in the trail, the quest to become England's Cup champions. Yes, here at Twickenham, the John Player Special Cup final. And with the prospect of a record crowd, a glorious day for it, and two of England's most talented and famous clubs. Bristol, first of all. They've been here 3 times before, they've won the title once, and of course they're enjoying a great centenary season. Against the Harlequins, bidding to become London's first ever successful club in the Cup competition, and they've been enjoying some cracking form too. That, of course, our main match. And as well, I can promise you some great rugby in our other highlights, which is the first ever inter-counties final at under-21 level, with Yorkshire in action against Gloucestershire. But first, well, the big one. Bristol having a wonderful time in their centenary. They won 21 games in a row up till last Saturday. What a day this would be to round off their great season. And the Harlequins too, exceedingly good form. They're the opposition. Let's have a look how they got here. First of all, Bristol with some impressive scalps along the way. Bedford in the 3rd round, followed by Richmond. Only narrowly the victory against Sale, but what a crushing victory over Moseley with 6 tries in that semi-final victory. The Harlequins disposed of Maidenhead, and then the valiant Berry Hill in the 4th round, and really came on strong with that 5-try win over Waterloo before disposing of Wasps in an extra time thriller. So, all to play for. With me in the commentary box, Bill Beaumont.
And it seems that the whole of the West Country is here. Perfect playing conditions, and a crowd dominated by Bristol supporters, and not just Bristol club supporters, but I have to say Bath and Gloucester and all stations west. And that indicates just how powerful that support is for the Bristol side as Harlequins take the field with John Olver there, their captain, a player regarded by many as unlucky not to have made the England tour this summer, but has been very much the inspiration, along with his coach Dick Best, of this successful Harlequin side. 2 key men in attendance there, Jamie Salmon and Will Carling in the midfield. Here they come. Well, it must be like playing before a home crowd for Nigel Pomfrey in his last match after a celebrated career that began in 1976, and this his 363rd game in Bristol colours before he hangs up his boots. The Bristol side with Jonathan Webb, Richard Harding, key figures as kicker and as tactician at the base of the scrum. Andy Dunn, also an international, in the back row, but all-round strength and a very powerful pack. The Harlequins will want to run it. They've got great midfield talent in Carling and Salmon. They've good architects at half-back in Thompson and Moon. How much ball will they get? A lot will depend on the new shape second row of Ackford and Edwards. Fred Howard is the referee, his 3rd successive John Player Cup final. The Liverpool Society referee who's teaching at Rivington High School in St Helens. Good conditions, great atmosphere, and Harlequins on what is indeed their home ground must feel it's something of an away crowd.
Thresher leaves it for Carling. Well, Carling living up to the Harlequin intentions of playing attacking, attractive rugby from the start, and the penalty won.